Hey everyone. This is Lord Galaban, Doug McMahon. We're going to be talking about Ugly Duck Society, UDS, tonight. Going to be going over their website, going over their mission statement, and with any luck, one of the co founders will be joining us tonight here. We are broadcasting live onto YouTube, as you can see, and we're also on X. There in the YouTube chat is the link to the Ugly Duck Society page, their webpage, and this is an Ethereum based community. They have a NFT collection of 2025. It was launched back in January of 2025, and they have some pretty interesting utilities. One of them at the point being if you mint 5 or mint 6, I'm not quite sure. We'd have to wait until one of the co-founders are in the space to answer some questions. And if you mint 6, I believe it is, then you qualify to be able to take a cooking oil reusing uh, job type situation. It would be better explained by either Mother Duck or by Scrooge. We'll have to check in, but this is the website right now. We'll go over it a little bit. Of course, I love how it's done. Got the red-eyed ugly duck sitting there. Welcome to our world. There's the mint right there, like I said. The easiest way to mint is if you have MetaMask. If you do not have MetaMask, you would have to learn how to download MetaMask. And to set it up, the mint is 0.036 Ether, which works out to under $100 right now. So that's not too bad. And there are all kinds of other utilities as well that come with the NFT. It's not just getting the used cooking oil business information, it's also getting to go to one of the what are called drunken labs, and there are 5 of them. There's one in Miami, one in Atlanta, one in New York, one in Houston, Texas, and one in LA. So those are some interesting things. They were at Art Basel last year, and that was a whole, or no, it wasn't Art Basel, it was I can't remember exactly. You know what? It was Art Basel. I'm sorry. It was Art Basel. It was in December down in Miami, and they were actually sponsored by the city of Miami to host a couple of parties. Those are things that Scrooge or Mother Duck could also speak better about. We'll be popping back over just to check to make sure that nobody has joined in. I can see right there that nobody's joined in, so that works out. All of our levels are good. So that's where we mint from, is from the uglyducksociety.tech page. And scrolling down, about the Ugly Duck Society. It is a Web3 initiative backed by real-world assets. At Ugly Duck Society, UDS, we bridge Web3 with real-world impact through utilities like UDS Fat. And that's their reclamation job. The initiative recycles used cooking oil from restaurants, which is refined into biodiesel and biofuel at a current market price of $2.50 per gallon. That's probably changed, though prices can fluctuate. A portion of each sale supports the liquidity pool for the UDS token, airdrop to our NFT holders. I don't even know about the token. That would be an interesting one to be able to ask Scrooge or Mother Duck about. Learn more about UDS Fat here. UDS is a Web3 initiative inspired by fashion, music, entrepreneurship. We bring unity to the Web3 space through real-world utility. That's a cute hat, Von Duck. Ugly Duck Society right there on the side. Pops down onto his head, got a little zip-up jacket, and the bottom of the website is Ugly Duck Society. Utilities, airdrop of Eco Crypto, the official UDS token. I don't know about the token. Rewards, access exclusive discounts and benefits from official UDS brands and partnerships. Ecosystem, access an exclusive network of brands, business offerings, and collective resources for holders. Mastermind, advertisement from successful business entrepreneurs, an array of experts in the fields of fashion, music, industry, and others to amplify your own business ventures. More to come. Custom Duck. Click to customize your UDS. There's the team, Scrooge, Kim, and IT, the artist. Kim right now is busy at the Azuki Studios in New York. She's playing playing a collectible card game from Azuki, which can't wait to hear about that. That should be very interesting. She's busy broadcasting it right now, so might be a little bit before she's able to join us. Pop over here to the Ugly Duck Society X page. This is one of the easier ways in which to link up with the Ugly Duck Society. Mint is live and incubation has started. Okay, there it is. Hold 5 UDS NFTs and have a custom made for your business and or likeness. So it must be 6 to be able to get the learning how to do the used cooking oil. Here's a few of them just to take a look at it. They have spaces almost every single day. Scrooge loves to get on to X and talk about the issues that are facing him at that point. He is quite fun to listen to if you've ever got the chance to listen to him. We'll pop over here to Scrooge's. Here's how you get a hold of Scrooge. It's at Ugly Duck Scrooge. So Ugly Duck Society. That's the picture you see for the fingernail on the YouTube. If you have any questions, you can also pop onto the YouTube chat and let me know. I'll be glancing over every once in a while just to check it out. Check to make sure nobody's in the space. Nope, still just me. He is based out of New York City, and they do have one of the Drunken Labs there in New York City. I believe this would be the Drunken Lab. Yeah, experiment, sip, and repeat. Open Thursday through Sundays, New York City, Texas, Houston, Texas, Miami, Los Angeles, and Atlanta. Tickets available now. So you just go there, and there's 228 followers of the Drunken Lab. You know what? That should be a whole lot more. Man, they really need a whole lot more followers on the Drunken Lab page. The page for Mother Duck. Oh, she's all done. She's done broadcasting, so she'll probably be making her way over here at some point. Have to keep an eye out to make sure. Mother Duck does so many other things other than just the Ugly Duck Society. She is a founder of Women Builder Spaces along with Avni Mohindra. She is Tommy B's girlfriend. And Mother Duck really goes and does a whole lot of different things. It's not just a co-founder of the Ugly Duck Society. And of course she is a mother, so, there is that. Have to keep on checking to make sure she's not checking in. So let's go ahead. We're going to pop on over to OpenSea, and we're going to take a look. We are up to 443 of the Ugly Duck Society that are minted. And the last mint recently created clocks in at number 19. It ranked number 19 out of 443. So, look at there. Number 10 was minted too as well. So, had quite a few mints. We can look here at the depth chart. And anything that says 000 right here on OpenSea, and you can see the price. That is the mint price, right? Oh, you know what? $85.10. It shows it right there. So that's what we're looking at for a mint price. We can go down. This one was minted 22 hours ago, and 2 days ago it looks like there was one minted. He ranked in at number 391. Then 3 days ago, there was quite a few minted 3 days ago. I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 14 minted 3 days ago, so have some decent mints going on. There have been a couple of sales. I can see one right here. That one was sold, number 304. It was sold for $103.96. And we've had some WETH offers being made out. That's where we're sitting at. Would love to see some sales. 1 day floor minus 82%. Wow. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look. So there's one on the floor for 0.13 right now. Somebody's trying to sell number 57. Look at that. Not too bad. We're going to have a whole lot of fun tearing into these attributes and then looking at the traits that are in the attributes. So many different ones, as you can see. So there's what we're looking at right now. It has a floor of 0.13. Once that one's sold, the floor is going to jump up to 0.75 ETH. There's only 3 for sale right now, so it's very, very limited floor sales. Pretty much trying to get those mints. You want a mint. Definitely want a mint. You can see on the offers, there's quite a few offers up. Pretty slim pickings for offers. People are trying to really lowball 0.008. Come on, man, raise that offer up. If you're going to offer, take a look at the holders. Ooh. Wow, one person owns 70. Whew, nice. Nice portfolio. Second place in the holder count is 14, 12. How many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that are holding over 10. And quite a few that are holding 9. Look at there. Shiny Gal's got 9 of the ugly ducks. Very nice, mother. Shiny Gal's one of those people. Gotta love her. I know Shiny Gal quite well. Bankyo's got 11. I wonder who that is. It's got the 70. Whew. Very nice wallet. Monad Miners, NFT Fighters, all sorts. You know what? That might be the main account. Maybe. That's where we're looking at with the holders. The activity. There's our activity. It's the same one. You can see all the mints. See who's going to where. Who's buying them. Wow, that one looks like it was pretty much sale. 0.0. That might be a wash. So, analytics. Let's take a look at the analytics. Volume is up to 0.13 ETH. There's been 6 sales in the last 7 days. Floor price of 0.13 ETH. So that's looking good. Listing and floor prices and volume and pricing. Still kind of low, but you know what? Still moving. Gotta love it. Let's go over to the items. We'll tear right into this. Gonna look at the rarity real quick. There is no set rarities. So what you mint is what you get with the Ugly Duck Society. Make sure nobody's popped in. Nope, nobody's in the room yet. So we're going to go ahead and start into the trades. First one we're going to look at is the backgrounds. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll go over here. And you know what? Let's go to most rare. We'll pop up the number 1 duck, number 233. So whoever minted number 233, you're sitting on the number 1 duck in the entire collection. Number 2 duck is number 257, so number 1 and number 2 were minted very close to each other. Holy moly. And number 5 and number 6 were back-to-back, 381, 382. Holy moly. Somebody, if they both minted the same duck, whoo, nice, very nice. So we'll take a look at the backgrounds first. Looks like City Vibes is the most rare with 9 of those minted out of the 443 so far. So let's go ahead and look at City Vibes. So there is your most rare trait under the attribute of backgrounds. There are 21 different backgrounds. We'll go ahead and we'll filter on down through them, but we'll take a look here at these. I love the difference in all of them. You've got a couple of mohawks. There's 2 red mohawks. There's a bald one. Got the, what I would think would be the kid hairdo. Love that gold beak too. We'll be going over the beaks. This one's got a cigar, but the background. Let's take a look at that background. City Vibes. Nice little background. Then we got Monumental Monuments and Taj Mahal tied for second at 14 each. And of course you can see the Taj Mahal and Monumental Moments. Not bad, not bad. I like the way it's kind of blurred out, so you kind of got to have to figure it out. Those are the tied for number 2. Then we have Touring the Colosseum out in Spain. Ancient Pyramids at 19 minted. Purple and Black, 19 minted. City Park at 20. Red and Black at 20. NYC Cabs at 20. Spring in Japan, 20. That's So Paris, Yellow Black. Safari POV, Blue and Black, Green and Black, Turquoise and Black. Duck in the City, Passing the Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge, and Duck Orange Ombre. Let's take a look at the most minted one. 36 backgrounds of Duck Orange Ombre. Then we got 31 and 31 for Passing the Bridge and Brooklyn Bridge. So there we go. I'm shocked that Brooklyn Bridge isn't shown in Arizona, because that's actually where it's at, is in Arizona now. A little bit of trivia for you. So there is our first attribute is background. 21 different attributes ranging from 36 minted for the most all the way down to 9 for city vibes. So very, very good mixture. And as you can see, it's really coming out not that bad. Duck Orange Ombre is definitely the most minted, but 31 down to the second most minted at second least minted down at 14. There's a very good mixture there. We got 14 to 16, 17, 19s, 20s, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then it jumps up to 31. So very, very decent mixture of backgrounds. There is our first attribute situation. Band-aids and tattoos, number 2. Ooh, not a whole lot in here. There's only 7 in this attribute category. We have gray Band-Aid at 6, tied with skin tone Band-Aid at 6 for the least amount minted. This is definitely an attribute that if you get it, it's very, very nice, especially with any of these traits, because only 15 out of 443, that's a very small percentage. So you could get the UDS tattoo, even though there's 15 and it's the most in that attribute group, the trait itself is only minted for 15, so it's very, very nice. Trying to see where it is. Oh, you know what? It's right there on the bill, I believe. Is that? No. Ooh, where is it? Oh, it is on the bill. Okay, yeah, it is on the bill. UDS right there. Boom. UDS tattoo. So there's the tattoo. Green Band-Aid, a purple Band-Aid, and Kisses Here tattoo are the second most minted in this attribute group. I want to see the Kisses Here tattoo. Let's go ahead and see if we can find it. Is it on the bill as well, or is it somewhere else? Oh, you know what? It looks like these are all going to be on the bill for the tattoos. Oh, that one's got a cute grill. Got the diamond grill going on. So Kisses Here. So it looks like tattoos and Band-Aids are both going to be found on the bill, because I can see Band-Aids right there. There's the turquoise Band-Aid. Skin tone Band-Aid is down at 6, and the gray Band-Aid at 6. So there's only 7 in this group, in this attribute group. 7 traits. Gray Band-Aid, skin tone Band-Aid are the tied for first with only 6 out of 443. So roughly 1 every 80, 1 every 70, about 1 every 70 minted gets you one of the gray Band-Aids or the skin tone Band-Aids. So there's our second attribute group that we have looked at, Band-Aids and tattoos. So the tattoo is on the bill as well as the Band-Aid. That's where you're going to find them. Well, I guess we would call them beaks. They are listed as beaks. 28 beaks. Different beaks. Wow, that is a big attribute group. Holy cow. So we have the Rich Duck Gold with Cigar. Only 5 of these have been minted, which works out to just about 90. 1 every 90 is a Rich Duck Gold with Cigar. Let's pull up this one. This one's got buck teeth. There's the nice, beautiful golden bill. He's got what almost appears to be like a, what is those? Cigarillos, I think, are they called? I'd have to find out the exact name for them. But this one, number 129, you can definitely see it right there. Very nice. Glass gold bill with cigar. Ooh, glass gold? Let's take a look. Looks like it's a little bit more... it's very shiny. So it is reflective. There you go. This one's got a cigar as well. That is 6 and 6. Then we got black with cigar and iridescent bill. Ooh, iridescent bill? Let's go ahead and take a look at the iridescent bill. Nice. Very nice iridescent bill. There's only 8 of those minted so far. So you're still looking at roughly, what, 8? Basically 1 out of every 5, 1 out of every 6, about 5.5. 1 out of every 1 out of every 55 mints is, no, more than that. 8 into 40, 1 1 out of every 60, yeah. Basically 1 out of every 60 is an iridescent bill. So gold teeth bill. So let's go, you know what? We're going to go down here. Gold teeth bill. Let's see. Take off the iridescent bill. Gold teeth iridescent bill. Gold teeth red bill. So there's a whole lot of teeth. Let's see. Gold teeth. Oh, okay. Right there. See that right there? Those were they're talking about. Gold teeth iridescent bill. So that's how those are set out. Oh, that one was owned by Slav. Gold teeth red bill. Night blue with cigar. Ah, I like that one. Nice dark bill. There's 13 there. Cyan bill with cigar. Looks like a whole lot of these are with cigar. Blood orange, regular bill, gold iridescent bill. Moving very slowly. What, 14, 15, 17. You can see the different ones in there. Gold teeth, gold gloss bill. 18, 19, 20. I want to go all the way down here to the bottom. So 28. 28 different bills that are gold teeth sky blue bills. So 28 out of 443. 1 out of every 10. 1 out of every 12, 15, somewhere in there. Gold teeth sky blue bill. Let's make sure Mother Duck's not in here yet. Nope, still just me. White bill with cigar. So the pretty decent spread of the beaks, different beaks. But the one you want to get right now is Rich Duck Gold with cigar, because there's only 5 of those. There is the beaks attribute. We'll go to the body types. We have 11 different body types in the collection. Gold D. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Gold D body type. Oh, okay, it's talking about the feathers. So that's Gold D body. So it has to do with the coloring. So there's 11 different body types. Crimson Rogue for 31. Black body, 34. Haha. Mean. Oh, man, look at that one. SWAT duck. This SWAT duck's got a cigar in his mouth. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SWAT duck. Q-Watt. Quat. So instead of SWAT, it's Quat. That one's owned by Don Cannoli. Oh, I know Don Cannoli. How many ducks he got? He got 2 ugly ducks. So Don Cannoli's got himself a nice black bill, black body, SWAT, red hair, got the glasses going on. Duck green body comes up next in the 11 different attributes. Duck green body, forest green body, shadow white body, red body, midnight black. Oh, let's take a look at the midnight black. 47 of the midnight black. Aha. There's a midnight black with a black bill. Repping what appears to be a ski jacket. Not too bad, not too bad. UDS yellow body, blue body. 58 blue bodies. Ah, it's a very dark blue. Look at that. Very dark blue. Like it. Oh, that one's got the blue hair to match along with it. Nice. Nice duck. Very nice duck. So there we have 11 different body types, ranging from 58 minted all the way down to only 24. So it's a very, very tight grouping whenever we're talking about the body attributes. Now we'll go along to the buck teeth. That's the only attribute. Beak, buck, teeth. There's 10 different Ugly Duck Society NFTs. Oh, I'm sorry, 40 with buck teeth. So if you got a buck tooth one, hey, 1 out of every 10, 1 out of every 10.4 minted is a beak, buck teeth. So that's one of those ones, since there's only one trait in the attribute section, there might be more. You might be able to mint more. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. You never know. You never know. So if you got one of those, you got a decent one. Nice hit. Next up, clothes and jackets. 34 different trait groups in this attribute group. Wow. All the way from bubble jacket red, where there's only 6 in the entire collection. Woo! If you got a bubble jacket red, nice. Look at that, number 4. Number 4 in the entire collection is a bubble jacket red. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. He's got the gold beak with the cigar. He's got a Band-Aid, the green Band-Aid, got the buck teeth, so he's got, man, wow. Take a look at those counts. 5%, 3%, 1%. Because he's got one of only 5 of those and only one of 6 of the, well, there's your answers to why that's number 4 in the whole collection. Woo! One with only 6 different NFTs with the trait, and then one with only 5, 12, 22. Look at those percentages. 1%, 9%, 7%, 1, 3, 5. Whew. What a banger of a duck. Let's go ahead and pull that puppy up big time. Ugly Duck Society Team Fat Duck 2022. Pretty cool. Oh, I like his eye color too with the violet. Goes along with the red skin, the red hair, the red jacket. Got a mountain in the background. That's a nice looking duck. Nice looking ugly duck. So the bubble jacket, definitely one of the ones you want to get. Bubble jacket iridescent. Let's take a look at that. Ooh wee. Could you imagine having the iridescent jacket with the iridescent bill? Oh my goodness. Be a whole bunch of shiny going on. Collared shirt, night blue. There you go. Very nice. These are very, very limited too. 6, 7, 7, 7 in the collection. There's 34 different clothes and jackets. Apocalypse vest. Only 8 apocalypse vests. Let's see what the apocalypse vest looks like. Aha. Is that the one that says Quat on it? No, it's a whole different vest. It says UDS right there. It's got a skull on it. It's got a couple of tear gas canisters. Rocking it. So there's only 8 apocalypse vest. Varsity blue, red hoodie, knit sweater, into the double digit ones, minted collar shirt, polo, biker jacket purple? A biker jacket that's purple. Okay. Oh, okay. For a Rice Rocket. For the Zoomy motorcycles. That's what that biker jacket is. Whenever I think of biker jacket, I think more along the lines of like Hell's Angels. Knit sweater red, 12. Polo purple, 12. Quat vest. There's that quat vest. So there's 12 quat officers. There's your 12 quat officers. In the entire collection, 12 out of 443. Not too bad. Blue hoodie coming up next. Biker jacket black. Is this an actual biker jacket? Or, nope. Rice Rocket biker jacket again. Bubble jacket tee. Bubble jacket gray. Bubble jacket black. Bubble jacket Y. What's a bubble jacket Y? Yellow. Black hoodie, polo grass, collar shirt, bubble jacket, light blue, green hoodie, knit sweater, blue, biker jacket, coral orange. Holy moly, there's a whole bunch. Ooh, war vest. What's the war vest? Let's take a look at the war vest. Haha. It says UDS on it. Got a couple of grenades on it. Packs for mags. That boy's ready to go hunting down in the bad areas of town. So there's all the clothes and jackets, 34 different ones, so quite the diversity, all the way from 22 down to 6 mints. So out of the 443, very nice disbursement in between the 34 different trait categories and the clothes and jackets attributes. Look again, still nobody joining in. Nobody wanted to listen in? Wow. What we got? We got Doculus and Shades for the next attribute. There's 13 in there. And in the different Doculus and Shades attribute collection, we have old lenses for only 2 minted. Holy cow. And they're both in the top 60. Number 13 and number 59. Oh, I like that, the way they shine. There's only 2 of those. Blade lenses, as in Trinity Blade? Yes. 3 of those. Doculus iridescent. Only 4 Doculus iridescents have been minted. Woof, look at that. Number 68, number 43, number 19, and number 8. So if you pull one of the Doculus iridescents, you're going to be in the top 100 probably guaranteed. Very, very nice. Oh, wow. You know what? I just now noticed. Whenever I pull up the individual trait categories, look at that. It tells us when they were minted. Holy moly. Look at that. So this one actually traded hands in between whenever it was minted. 4, 6, 12. People are holding on to whenever they mint the iridescent one. So Doculus iridescent would definitely be one of those ones you want to grab. Doculus black, there's 4. Polar lenses number 2 at 4. Polar lenses number 1 at 4. We'll pull up both the different polar lenses. There we go. I can tell the difference right away. We got black, and then we got what appears to be like a teal color. So there's your polar lenses for 4. Doculus black, circular lenses, Doculus golden. Ooh, I want to see the Doculus golden. Ooh, very nice. There's only 5 of those in the entire collection. So we got 13 different Doculuses and shades that can be on. So we got 10, 19, 26, 32, 42, 47, 59, 61. There's only 64 different Doculus or shades. So out of the 443, you're looking about 1 every 7 mints just to get either a Doculus or a shade out of those 13 different attributes, or the 13 different trade groups in the attribute for Doculus and shades. Very, very tight. So if you get one that has shades or an Oculus, or I'm sorry, a Doculus, you're already up big time. Eyes. There's 9 different eyes in the collection. Daring eyes, human eyes, purple rain eyes, amber, sea blue, brown, fire red, greystone, and hazel green. Okay. Now, one of the things I have seen already in the collection is the fact that if you have Doculus or shades on your duck, your eyes are hidden. So you might have daring eyes, but if you have this Doculus with the looks like green, or this Doculus it's iridescent, you've got hidden eye trait, which in a lot of different NFT collections, whenever you have hidden traits, they become very, very valuable. And you definitely want to look out for those if you're looking to mint to invest. So just saying, human eyes. I want to look at what human eyes look like in the collection. Pull up this one right here. Come on, pull up. There we go. Ooh, boy, he's got some bloodshot eyes going on. He's got the gold, though. Gold teeth, gold gloss bill. Owned by someone unknown. Purple rain eyes. What are purple rain eyes? Oh, I guess it's talking about the iris. Amber, sea blue, brown, fire, gray, stone, and hazel for 80. So quite the grouping. You want to be down there in the daring eyes of the human eyes, 12 and 15, number 1 and number 2, for the eye category. Hair category next with 11, red curly hair for 28, blue mohawk for 31, green spiky hair, all the ducks, black curly afro, black mohawk. I don't see bald. So all of these ugly ducks do have some type of hair, be it spiky hair, mohawk hair, curly afro. Those are the 3 main ones: mohawk, spiky hair, curly afro. Red curly hair is the least minted trait at 28, but blue mohawk is right there at 31, followed along by green spiky hair. So those 3, 28, 31, 33, and black curly afro is right behind them. So there we go. Okay, so it's called green spiky hair. Where I think of Kid from Kid and Play whenever I look at the spiky hair. So hair attribute, got 11 different ones. Piercings. Beak piercing, that is the only one in the piercing attribute trait. 62 of them, so 62 into 4, so about 1 every 7 is going to have a piercing on its bill, and it's right there. I believe every single one of them are actually on. Yeah, they're all right there. So, whoa, look at that bill. What is that bill? Gold teeth robot beak. Okay, I like that. That almost looks like armor. Goes very well too with the jacket as well. What does that say? Hell's Ducks? Okay, that's pretty cool. Ugly Duck Society, NFT, New York, Hell's Ducks. Oh, I like that. I might have to look to see it. Let's see. What's that trait? Biker jacket black. There was only 13 of those. You know what? Let's go to that trait. Yep, nobody's selling. Last sale was 0.04. Number 182. Oh, you know what? I think I have that jacket. I recognize that. Let's pull that up. Yes, I do. It is owned by you. I have one of the Hell's Ducks jackets. Oh, yeah, baby. I like it. Very nice, very nice. I made a good buy whenever I bought that one off the floor. Thank you, thank you. One of the Hell's Ducks. Only 13 of them in the Hell's Ducks. So there we are through all of the attributes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different attribute groups. And how many different traits? We got 12, 21, 34, 68, 69, 79, 80, 108, 115, 136 different traits. And the attributes, very nice. Marketplaces, I believe. OpenSea. 3 for sale on OpenSea, and I guess they can be listed on Blur as well. Prices, we've already went over the prices. Pop back up. Like I said, there are 3 for sale right now. There's 141 different owners, so 31.8% unique. Oh, yawning. Sorry about that. As I said, this collection began back in February of 2025. It is on the Ethereum blockchain up to 443. The next mint will actually be an angel number. So the next one minted will be an angel number 444. And wow, nobody joined me in the spaces. Oh no, shit, we got all kinds of people in the spaces. Oh, Scrooge. Scrooge, you are in here. Would you like to come on up, Scrooge, and speak? Let me go ahead and throw Scrooge a microphone, see if Scrooge will come up. Tell me how I did. Didn't even realize that I was even popping over and looking and it didn't show anybody. If anybody else would like to come up and talk about the Ugly Duck Society a little bit, Avni, thank you, Avni, for stopping in, listening in. Scrooge might be busy with his daughter because I know that Mother Duck...
You said you didn't know we was in here.
well, I kept on scrolling up and looking, and it didn't show anybody but me. And as soon as I bring up the actual page, then all of a sudden everybody shows up. Son of a bitch, Scrooge! Thank you for coming in, sir. Were you in here most of the time? Were you listening to everything I was talking about?
Yeah, I heard the whole thing.
Right
It was
on, man.
great.
So, you
Yeah,
are
it was
one of
great.
the co-creators of the Ugly Duck Society, along with Kim, Mother Duck. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what made you want to create this NFT collection and the Ugly Duck Society itself? Let everybody out there in YouTube land know.
Oh, it was basically just to get involved with NFTs. Like we were trading them, and um we was like fell in love with them and wanted to do our own collection after a while. And we noticed they didn't, back then they were making all of these, different animals as NFTs, apes and penguins or whatever you have, and they didn't have ducks. So I was like, we should use ducks. Like that'd be dope because We could play around with different type of beaks. Like I can make, and then looking at the feathers of the ducks, and I was like, it'd be dope to do ducks, and that's how we came up with Ugly Duck Society. It was just basically out of thin air to involve ourselves with having our own NFT collection and joining in on being a founder, and it was interesting and exciting. Basically a wild ride, all the way up until this point, ups and downs. And but yeah, the reason why is because we were trading NFTs back in the NFT bull run in 2020, 2021.
Hmm.
So that's basically it in a nutshell.
And I'd have to imagine that you settled on the 2025 because you brought it out in February of 2025.
Correct. Yep. So he's like, let's just make it the amount of the year.
Did you know going into creating this entire collection how many different trait groups that you wanted or how many different attributes, or was it something where there was a whole lot more and you had to whittle it down, or when you made the collection, did you already have the set ones that you wanted?
No, absolutely not. We're into fashion, so we were just figuring out what would be the best way to get our style inside of the culture of to get our style and culture, to basically mirror that through the NFT,
Mm-hmm.
like things that we wear, how we wear it, and we were trying to project that, throughout the NFTs, and everything was, built in Unity, some stuff in Unreal Engine. So as we were making these traits, they were taking forever to be built, and I feel like I wish it would have went quicker. We'd have probably caught that bull run, but it took us months to build a collection. We really cared, and if you look and zoom in on these 3D assets, that's why you could basically see everything. You can see the wear and tear on the leather jackets. You can see how fine the hair is. When you're looking at the afros and the mohawks, it looks like real hair. The eyes look real,
Yeah.
and these things were built with bones inside them. So it took time.
The spiky straight hair, did did that come from Kid and Play like I thought, or is it just
Yeah, I
wow,
mean,
right on?
yeah, I mean, and basically, and not necessarily them, but definitely the era
Yeah.
of where they come from. Everybody was walking around with that, but definitely Kid and Play was like one of the trendsetters with that. Big Daddy Kane, um, it- it- basically those were the artists back then, and we all wore that in the neighborhood, called a high top fade or a flat top.
Hmm. Nice. Man, yeah, I definitely enjoyed going over and looking through all of the different trait groups. It it shocked me how there was only one trait in the attribute for the buck teeth, and then the way that there's only 40 of them. So you're looking at one out of every 10 mints. You might get lucky and you might get one with the just with the buck teeth. The same goes with the piercing. You've only got 62 of those, so you're looking at maybe one out of every 80 there. So it's very nice that there are the attribute groups that only have one entry in them because you've got the clothes and the jackets, you're really getting all the fashion out there. But then with the piercing and the buck teeth, it's only one. You might get lucky just to mint one that has that specific one. And then if you get one with the beak piercing and the buck teeth, hey, now you're scoring because you've got both of those special attributes that are on one NFT. So I love the way that that was put together. Did you think about that whenever the traits and the attribute groups were actually going and being put
Yeah,
together?
no, not me. Our artist did that,
Mm.
Ignacio Traverso.
IT.
He was playing games with the. Yeah, that's really cool because the beak is like the nose and the mouth
Mm-hmm.
all together. So I think it was very Web3 to put buck teeth on the beak. It's not like you'll actually see a duck
Yeah,
with
right.
that, or even an earring on the beak as if that's his nose. So that was very Web3 ish, playing games like that. being foolish to bring some fun inside of the collection.
Man.
Yeah.
So, since I got you up here now, tell me about the utility that goes along with the NFT, because I know about the recycled oil, but what made you want to tie an actual IRL job into the NFT project?
Yeah, that came from, adding value to NFTs because people stopped buying them. They lost a lot of volume. So we had to make up reasons. We had to give some sort of more value to the NFT to make people buy it. So, or else it was worthless. So that's how we got there by calling ourselves a Web3 initiative that's attached to real world assets. And that just became our specialty. So the training course was one of the last utilities we added, where you can start your own used cooking oil business. But the labs, we didn't even think about the having the labs in 5 states with our immersive experiences that we create with these labs. We didn't think about that, and we didn't have that utility at the beginning while we were creating this. So all of these are things that came about from people seeing the ducks, loving the ducks, and wanting to start businesses with them. And that's a cool thing that you could do with NFTs. You could use it as a mascot for your business and bring more attention and something more fun to your business. I really like that aspect part about it.
And to get the course, it's you have to own six, right? Five.
Five.
Five. Okay. So if you purchase five, so do they have to be minted, or can it be minted and buying off of the floor as well, or is it just minting?
Just
There you
minting.
go. So, everyone out there in YouTube land, if you're watching this, if you want to learn about how to do used cooking oil, which is from all sorts of different businesses, you've got restaurants. Scrooge would definitely be able just to tell you about all of them, but there's restaurants, convenience stores. Used cooking oil is everywhere. And the best thing to do would be to come into one of Scrooge's spaces, and he can sit there and he can talk for a good 2, 3, 4 hours. Scrooge, I know you can because I've been there. I love it. And I'm waiting on Mother Duck.
Yep.
Mother Duck told me she was going to be here for this, but you know what? I would just as much have you up here just as well because you're one of the co-founders. I love it. Is there anything?
Yeah, I think she's at the Zuki
Yeah,
office
yeah.
still, probably.
She
Yeah.
was broadcasting. I love the Azuki collectible
Oh,
card
you
game.
seen
Yeah,
it?
I
She was
was watching it.
broadcasting
Yeah, oh,
today.
yeah,
Oh, snap!
yeah.
I
Man,
missed that. I missed
now,
that.
oh man, I am a big time collectible card collector. So I'm looking forward to an Azuki card game. I want to know more. Tell me where I can buy them. I can't wait just to grill her.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they coming out with something in June, and we actually it's not an Ugly Duck Society card game, but it's going to be powered by Ugly Duck Society, and that's why so
Nice.
when we got into it, so yeah, we're coming out with a card how do you say it? We're coming out with
Collectible
some
card game.
TCG. Yeah, yep,
TCG.
we're gonna be coming out with something next month that's really, really dope, and it's going towards our community mint that we got coming out. It's some real dope stuff that we got coming, so people can have some fun, and that card game is definitely a part of it.
Ooh. So you mentioned about the drunken labs. Why don't you let everyone here on the YouTube spaces know about what the drunken labs do and what the NFT means to the drunken labs and how they work together?
Oh, the Drunken Labs is like STEM research. Man, you got to visit one of these things. They're doing karaoke in there, having fun drinks being made. And a lot of people, I know a lot of people know about it. They're like, yeah, I was there. I know people are saying that. And so when you walk in, you get a lab coat, you get goggles, you get some gloves for protection. You got to sign a waiver just in case something explodes. But no, don't be scared of that. But yeah, we are doing some real cool things. Smoke coming out of bottles, bursting out, and a whole bunch of lights, and it's dim in there. And there's a stage, there's a DJ, there's a host, and you're grabbing mics, people dancing, and it's just the most fun experience, best immersive experience that we got going on right now, out here in our city. So It was branded into four different states, which is Houston, Texas, Miami, Florida,
Los
Los
Angeles,
Angeles, California. Yup,
Atlanta.
and Atlanta, Georgia. I'm leaving that one out. This is crazy. I'm glad that I can't remember. Like, dang, it's five of them in five states, and all of them. A lot of them have banners with the mascot in front of it, using the NFT. Big murals painted in the front. It's on the lab coats. It's on the stage when you go in there. So this is like branding at its best. And you might never see an NFT project doing something like this and getting our IP out there. Um, it's very popular right now. So I think Nike did a sneaker release at the Houston, Texas location. VH1 filmed Love and Hip Hop in Los Angeles at that location. And the one in Miami, we were sponsored by the Miami Arts and Entertainment Council. The one in New York was like on national news, and the one in LA was just on the news as well. I'm gonna post that later. They just did an interview just now with the one in LA. So these things attract a lot of attention. A lot of celebrities, influencers go there as well. So I'm just excited that a lot of people get to see our NFTs in that way.
Man. Well, we're 50 minutes into this. Is there anything else that you would love to tell people out there in the YouTube universe that might stumble upon this? Because I'm going to have to make sure that I put a couple of the hashtags into the title. I made sure that I got all of the major links into the description, and I'm sure that we can go back and forth and make sure that I got everything down there in the description for the video. But can you think of anything else that you would like to let people know about out there in the YouTube lands?
Um, just join in. You can check out our website. Excuse me. You can check out our website at uglyducksociety.tech. What's very important is the founders are a male and female co-founder. Um, Definitely tap in with the Drunken Labs visit if you're in any one of those states. You could come on Ugly Ducks Labs here on Twitter. We host a lot of spaces here almost every day, so that'd be great if you want to connect with us and talk to us in person. That'd be really cool. That's at Ugly Ducks Lab. There should probably be a link in the description, and we'll be happy to have you so you could come and meet us and talk to us in real time. We're heavily fashion NFT brand, so I want people to come take a look at it. We have a major recording studio in New York. I want people to visit that. It's called the Mix Palace. There's so much going on that we're adding, and also if you're heavily into crypto, we did a partnership with the Bitcoin Mansion out in El Salvador. So, read up on El Salvador, the dope things that they're doing. Come be a part of the team and enjoy real utility. Enjoy some heavy utility with an NFT project. NFT projects, NFTs are not dead. It's just that what you guys are seeing. But if you come and check out the Ugly Duck Society, you'll see the power of what NFTs can actually do. So we're excited to be leading the charge. We're bringing world assets on chain, enjoying the future of finance with crypto, and we're gonna keep learning and studying blockchain technology to see how many great things could be done with it. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. UDS to the motherfucking moon. Let's go.
Yeah, I sent a microphone to you, Snickle. I know you had your hand up a little bit ago, but I wanted to have some one on one time here with Scrooge. So if anybody wants to come up and ask any questions here for the last few minutes that we're going here, we're going to go to the top of the hour, one good solid hour. So, Snickle, if you want to pop up, you can. If anybody else wants to come up and ask any questions about the Ugly Duck Society, please pop on up. But do realize we are broadcasting on YouTube, so if you say something wrong, I'm going to mute the space immediately to where this is all about Scrooge and the Ugly Duck Society. We don't want to hear any bad things being said.
Let's go.
So,
No, and great job too, Galavan. This was
thank
a
you.
lot of fun. I was really enjoying listening to all of the traits, and I never heard it like that before. I'm so glad that this is recorded. There's a lot of takeaways that we could do. A lot
Oh
of,
yeah.
what do you call it, sound
Oh,
bites.
definitely, definitely. Yeah, and as more of them get sold, I would love to do this again because whenever you get a chance to see the new numbers pop up and then to put them together, because I can take even a good half hour and just start putting together traits. Like, let's pop back over. If you're watching on the YouTube, we're back over on the Ugly Ducks Lab page on OpenSea, which you can get the link down there in the description of the video. Just by looking at the different prices, low to high, the most rare, least rare, like with the most rare, you can look at them, you can pop up the traits, and the first things that pop out at me are the Doculus shades, polar lenses, number two. There's only four of those in the entire collection, which makes it extremely rare. But what makes it the number one NFT in the entire collection is the fact that you have only 33 of the green spiky hair. So that's a 7% trait. Then the eyes are hazel green. There's only 80 of those, so that's an 18%. But then every other trait is under 10%. Ancient Pyramids, there's only 19. Purple Band-Aid, there's only 12. Gold Teeth, Normal Bill, 20. Forest Green Body, 38, 9%. Beak Buck Teeth, 40, 9%. That Bubble Jacket Iridescent, 7%. So whenever you put all those traits together, then it comes out with that is the number one rated NFT in the entire collection. And it's owned by wow, there's no owner on it. So this must be one of the ones that is in the actual Ugly Duck Society vault. So there you go. You might be able to get this one. It might take you a little bit, but if you want to get the number one NFT in the entire collection, I'll bet you if you make a decent offer, not lowballing offer, you got to make a good offer, 1.5 ETH, maybe even 2 ETH, might get the number one in the entire collection. But I love to look at them and then try to figure out what makes them that valuable. And I love the way that there are so many different variations because whenever you've got the 34 clothes and the jackets and the 28 beaks and the 21 backgrounds, that lends itself to so many different variations. And I just love the way that you can put them all together and just all of the differences. And I especially love the Hell's Ducks. Oh my God. Scrooge, I am so glad that I bought that one off the floor and I didn't realize it said Hell's Ducks. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's number 182. I guess.
What happened?
Oh,
What was that? Who said number 182?
oh, I own number
I heard that.
182. I bought it off the
Oh, I
floor.
thought you were saying. Nice.
And I
Let's
had no
go.
idea that it had a Hell's Ducks emblem on it, which
Yep.
yeah, I've got old ties with the Hell's Angels from California, so that means a little bit to me.
Oh. Oh, wow. So you was watching Sons of Anarchy.
No, I've been a member of the Salinas
Oh,
chapter of the Hell's Angels since 1982. Whenever I was a kid,
oh, okay, okay. All right.
I was bounced in.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the biker gang part of
Oh, I
everything.
am the Hell's Angels, Salinas, California, the original chapter.
Yeah, that's wasn't that story made off of these guys? You never watched
Oh, Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of
Well,
Anarchy?
Sons of
Yeah.
Anarchy is kind of like every other motorcycle
What?
gang. It
I
wasn't
can't
based
believe you
specifically
saying
off of the
that.
Hells Angels.
What? That's what we heard.
Yeah.
But I think that but yeah, I liked it. I
Oh,
watched it. I
yeah.
watched all the series. I thought it was cool.
Man, I enjoy being in your spaces. I probably should do more of them, but man, you know how it is. Being a dad, being everything else that goes on in the world, you can't be on all of the time. And you even said that quite a few times that sometimes you just wish you didn't wake up and have to open it up. But man, you are one hell of a space host, sir. I want to give you all the credit in the world.
Wow, thank you.
I want to,
Yeah, I appreciate that. And it's something that I didn't set out to do either.
yeah, but you do it
It
well.
just happened.
And I love the fact that you don't mind whatsoever rubbing the alligator's asshole with a piece of sandpaper. I love it. It makes it so much fun.
I wish I knew what that means, but I think I kind of understand.
Yeah, there's an old saying that it's kind of like being in a fight with an alligator in a telephone booth and you're rubbing sandpaper on its asshole. Just imagine how pissed off the alligator is.
I know. And how small a telephone booth
Exactly,
is.
exactly. Man, I want to give a special shout out to Jurgen, Bankio, UDS, Amos, Bankio. Bankio, you're in here twice. Snickles, Lloyd, Godsane, Scrooge, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. If I would have realized that there were people in the space earlier, I would have brought you up to where, as I was going over the attributes, you could answer questions about them. Because I had a few questions, but you know what? Maybe we'll have to do this again and make sure that we set it up far enough in the future to where we can get everybody in here. But we've
Yeah, definitely. We planning a mint party, so we're working on that as the days go by. It's going to be huge, probably one of the biggest ones that the space has ever seen before. And we're trying to have some special guests, so that's going to be really fun and exciting.
Yes, sir. We are 1 hour into it. So, Scrooge, I like to keep these to right about an hour unless there's a whole bunch going on and there's a whole bunch of questions. But I definitely want to let you get back to your daughter because I know you got a daughter. And have a wonderful night. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And everybody out there in YouTube land, Scrooge, you know what? I will give you one last time. Do you want to say anything to anybody before we shut this down?
No, I like things short and sweet. That was dope. Everybody we're currently minting right now. So, like I said, look at the website, uglyducksociety.tech, click the links, Ugly Ducks Lab on Twitter, and we'll love to connect with you. We host a space every morning. Don't forget that. And all you got to do is just, come over here on Twitter and you can talk directly with us every morning if you want. And we're teaching so you can learn a lot about the Web3 space. Come on down.
Ugly Duck Society on the Ethereum blockchain, 0.036 mint price right now. For less than 80 or less than $90, you can get yourself one of these Ugly Duck Societies, and they do have giveaways. I know that for the I think there's like 36
Oh,
out of
snap.
50
I forgot
minted.
about that.
You're going to be giving
Yep.
away a flight out to
Huh.
Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I forgot about that.
So,
Yep. Our tour was ignited last month. We just came back from Houston, Texas, and our next stop, we're going to the 5 cities of these labs and the 5 states. So the first stop was in Houston, Texas. We just completed that. So we're going to be flying out to Los Angeles, California next month. And everybody who's minting right now gets to be in that raffle. So you might win that free flight. So that's exciting right there. Let's
there you
go.
go. For the Ugly Duck Society, this has been Lord Galaban, Doug McMahon. Until the next AMA, if your group and your project or your community wants to have one of these, get a hold of me. We'll set it up because I love doing these because you know what? I got to do something with my time or else I'll be bored. With that being said, we're out.